y'all. Officer Kern Law Dog reporting live to you, still from an undisclosed location. Remember, we've been mixing a little bit of business with pleasure. We had to empty out the nest by dropping off our youngest in college, and we're not disclosing where that might be. And the business part of it has to do with depositions,
defamation,
and meetings and signed sworn statements under penalty of perjury, but
by those with how the process would work, with how the partnership will work between us and them, because we're looking at a starting hot potato of crimes against humanity, and they're a firm that is that's specialized.
And let's not forget Rico. But anyway, before Charles gets too turned up here, I want to try to bring everything full circle. You know, I almost wish we had a video affixed to us at all times, so that when we engage in some of these conversations that are really good, that y'all could be a part of it, because it's like you just can't make this shit up. So what we wanted to bring full circle is the fact that we're having this conversation because over 4 years ago, in June of 2021,
wait for it,
when I entered the
Michael Whiting,
the Kern High School District Centennial High School's parking lot to pick up yearbooks and lunches for my 2 students, attending students.
No relation.
And was unable to secure a position of parking in a Haslip.
Oh, Haslip. I
wasn't able to secure a legally designated handicap spot for my legally disabled significant other, who's a veteran, I might add. And, you know, I don't stick my nose in where it doesn't belong, but if I'm presented with a situation
about it, Sanders,
to where I'm forced, so to speak, to address something that is either corrupt or incompetent, well, then that's exactly what I'm going to do, and that's what I was forced to do.
Is that our guys on the green over there?
Oh, I think it is our group. Let me see. Hold on. Let me flip the camera.
We didn't wake up that early.
Yeah, we didn't wake up that early, and I'm just not committed.
I'm saying it's probably theirs.
I'm not.
They've been gone at least 2 hours.
I'm not committed to golfing. I mean, I do know how to golf, don't get me wrong, and I've had my golfing days.
I can find a better way to spend $150 a round, though.
Oh,
I'd rather go cosmic bowling for half that price.
No, I'm going to show you what we're going to do tomorrow in our leisure time, but I'm not going to give that away yet. Let me get back to the full circle. So I wasn't able to secure a legally designated handicap spot for him.
Were you able to tell if those were our guys or not?
For him. I don't want to give it away, but I'm pretty sure that is them.
Yeah, because there are.
Because I saw.
Well, there's 3 carts right there, and there's 2, 5, 6. There's 6 of them, so
yeah,
that would be like our party.
But that's what Special Agent, what's his name? He's the one putting right now. Look.
Yeah, he had a nice lie there.
Yeah, well, that's his outfit. That's what he left. Yeah. Anyway.
With his hat and all.
Yeah. Anyway.
Whatever gets our people laid.
Hey, you let him alone, honey.
Oh, hell.
Anyhow, there was a part-time special needs mobility instructional aide by the name of Amanda Irabandon, who irresponsibly abandoned her car in a drive path.
Flipped you off.
With the motor running. That's not against the law. Flipping people off, that's freedom of speech. Now, is it always appropriate on a school grounds? There's a time and a place for everything. But she didn't do that. Well, she did do that, but that's not what the issue
to show
was.
her what qualified immunity perks she can get.
She broke 2 laws. She left her vehicle running in a drive path, and she obstructed a legally designated handicap spot. Now, remember, I can't give legal advice, and they'll never beat my price, but I just happen to know the law. I mean, I went to law school and helped our first-year class avoid taking the baby bar. Right, Zolfa? If you're following the journey, my man? He was in my first-year class. Second-year class, too. Third-year class.
Those jets woke me up, and now I've been looking to see if they come back around ever since.
Okay, honey, let's get back to our story. I keep getting sidetracked. But anyway, this is just what I would do, or what I did do when presented with that situation. Obviously, I called the school. They acted like they didn't know who it was that would do that, even though I told them that she used a lanyard with a set of keys to enter the building. So that would be a dead giveaway that she's an employee. Well, 2 of them ran out. Whiting waddled out. And you know what his answer was? To the fire code marshal zone violations? The handicap violation, the employee that just left her car in a drive path, it says no stopping. Park, for God's sakes. These are high schoolers. They can walk. I mean, this is what you talk about enabling obesity and unhealthy lifestyles when you're there at the front door to pick a high schooler up. That parking lot is for guests and for emergency personnel. If there's an emergency on that campus, emergency personnel, there was no way in hell they were getting in that parking lot. And that's what my issue was. And I'm the bad guy, shoot the messenger. So I let Whiting know, and you know what his answer was? This has been going on for years.
This is every day.
This is every day. We've got the video.
How do you like it, Whiting?
We've got the video, and see, that's what they don't like.
Old Louis Pena played the thin blue line the way it was supposed to be played. Michael Whiting over at Centennial High School in Bakersfield, California, you dirty, crooked piece of shit. You've always left everybody holding the bag throughout your career. Remember when that poor bastard died? You left those motherfuckers holding the bag.
What poor bastard died?
I have my own sources too, my off-the-books informants.
Okay, anyhow, 20 years ago you might have been able to get away with that. This retaliation, intimidation, coercion, bullying, targeting, singling people out, isolating them, gang stalking them. Because that's what's been going on since we blew the whistle.
Yeah, like
so 20 years ago, you might have been able to get away with that, folks. But you know what? You know why you can't get away with that now? Social media, for one. Everybody can follow the journey. They don't even have to be there. It's called technology, and it's called video surveillance, of which we had. They didn't, so they couldn't purport a false and defamatory narrative. So then they take Charles and put him in jail. I mean, oh my God, over... And you know why? This is also part of their long-term scam. Hold on, because this is important, and I don't want to get sidetracked off this. Yeah. Well, now you might have made me forget.
Oh, okay.
They like to blow up the charges. Something that, like vandalism, for example, that could be a misdemeanor or a felony. Bet your ass they're going to make it a felony. Why? So they can roll you up, take you to jail.
I'm the goose that's getting ready.
There was never any vandalism. Their story, any reasonable investigator. See, this is what I don't get to this day. Any reasonable investigator who would look at the statements that Whiting allegedly obtained from Air Abandon, for one, it doesn't add up. She didn't. The dates that she gave to the rental company on that car for when the vandalism occurred wasn't even on the date that we were at the school. And allegedly that's when Charles got out of the car in front of all these people in line and keyed her car, which we know was never true. And then they come at me with 3 charges. They come at Charles with 6.
And if that's why we're going
involved
to get the big
that
bucks.
involved a super senior, a then 19-year-old that they purported to be a minor, Dylan Papiano.
Yeah, with
Where's Dylan
his
now?
16-year-old?
With his 16-year-old, I think she was 15. I'd have to go back and look at. She may have been 15.
y'all know
He was 19. And he was there to pick her up, and they were
And
encouraging that.
Whiting pinned a medal
And
on
Whiting pinned a medal on a super senior who lied
because
and
they're
said that.
trafficking children right out of Centennial High School.
So this gang stalking's been going on ever since. So that happened in 2021. 2022 is when the Muffin Man down the street was doing donuts in front of my house with 2 minors. None of them had helmets. That's off-street dirt bikes. They're not allowed to be on the road. And I just wanted to see where the person lived so I could do my online report because nobody wanted to come out and deal with that unlawful activity. Next thing you know, he's coming over and assaulting me.
with his own.
And then he took Charles's iPhone, which we know has a value of more than $500, and he threw it against a building. To this day, never got charged with felony vandalism, never got charged for assaulting me, but yet that night loped a guy, rolled up into my driveway,
And
putting his gloves on.
Since he was rolled over, also a couple of more times.
And took
Father,
Charles
like
away,
son.
alleging that he assaulted and vandalized
Or like uncle, like son.
with no evidence,
Like uncle,
except
like
for a
nephew.
statement from the Muffin Man and his neighbor Ronnie, the knife guy. And what was that other guy's name? The one that they were.
You got retard.
I got
Ron.
retard Ronnie. I got the Muffin Man. Who was the other guy? The one that tried to get the
Dustin Paul.
Dustin Paul.
Hey,
Dustin Paul.
hey, Dustin.
There were never any consequences for that. That was in 22. That's when they
We'll be
stepped.
getting together soon.
Hold on, this is how good I am, folks. That's when they stepped on his head and neck, denied him a standard of care. When they took him from my property that day, his blood sugar was 333. I have it on Hall ambulance medical records. Sometimes we have to expose ourselves to expose others. His blood pressure was
called out.
200 and something over 100 something, and the
Is
police.
that when I had my double stroke?
The police. I'm gonna get there. The police ushered Hall Ambulance away, and then Hall Ambulance falsely purported in their medical records that he refused medical care. Folks, I told them at that time that I was his authorized representative. He had a traumatic brain injury, and he didn't have that ability to deny that care. But yet they hauled him off to jail where for the next, 5-6 hours, they left him on a floor after stepping on his head and neck with cameras in the room where Charles did.
Ryan.
Who's Ryan?
Don't play this. You already had. Are you shitting me? You're gonna make a great fucking witness for my gal and my lawyers. That would be, to those of you who know who Ryan is, put it in the comments. Later, put it into the comments, and we'll disclose that by the end of the day in the subscribers lounge, and we'll tell you. What did I just say? What did I just say about that?
About Ryan, honey.
Oh yeah, about Ryan. It reminded me about Ryan. You know what? We're gonna chew his ass up so bad and spit him out.
Let's get back.
So we're gonna chew his ass up.
Let's get back.
We're gonna Ryan. I'm gonna first I'm gonna huff, and then I'm gonna puff.
Okay, honey, let's get back to the timeline. This is
we'll
very
give
important.
We'll give the last name of Ryan by the end of the day in the subscribers lounge. See
Now, you
that?
might be wondering how the heck after 4.2 years that I can rattle off this timeline. Well, A, I lived it. It's the truth. It's not hard to remember and recall the truth, especially when you have record, picture, and video evidence. But also,
what do you call that place where they take you before they intake or whatever it was, where they say we were doing donuts?
yes, downtown.
What's it called?
But
Downtown?
you're getting us off our timeline, honey.
What's that place called?
That's downtown jail, Laredo.
No, not Laredo, the one downtown.
Yes, that's the downtown Laredo. That's the downtown jail. It's still part of the Kern
Well, what's
County.
the other place that they take you? What's the first
That's
place?
Laredo downtown. I'm assuming. I don't know. I never went downtown. You did. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
went,
didn't know what
I
it was
went
called?
straight to Laredo.
Oh.
Yeah, they're downtown. It's CIF CRF Central Receiving Facility.
That's where Ryan works.
Okay.
For a little while longer, Ryan.
Okay. Anyhow, getting back to the timeline.
Yeah.
So they let you coming back, honey?
Yeah, I gotta get.
You need to get water because you've doubled up on your coffee, and I don't want you dehydrating yourself because you didn't have enough liquids yesterday. So come out with some water, honey. Charles hasn't been a very good patient lately. And as you know, you got to handle that with kid gloves because traumatic brain injury patients, they don't always fare well with constructive criticism. That's why there's a power of attorney in place. That's why there's medical documentation in place. And I'm going to hold that thought because I'm getting out of my sequence and timeline. So anyway, they left him on the floor for 6 hours where he did international signs of distress. These are called SOS. These are internationally recognized signs that people can do when they can't communicate, but they are in distress. And that was ignored until they saw a puddle of urine collecting around Charles. Then they couldn't get in there fast enough, send him over to KMC, the county hospital, which is where they always send them. And yes, they have doctors who will do exactly what they want. And I've got proof of that. Again, folks, if you have any doubt about anything I've ever said, ask me. I'll show you the proof. And this doctor lied on a medical record. And I'm not lying about that. So anyway, then he was taken back to the jail. Eventually he got out. Then we had 2 more false and defamatory charges to deal with in 2022. But after that happened where they stepped on his head and neck is when he brought his water out. But now he's having a little bit of confusion. Oh, and by the way, at our last destination, Charles wandered off and was missing. Thankfully, I did not have to call 911 because we do a parameter check immediately so that we don't always have to call 911. And luckily, in that parameter check, he was located. Honey, what are you doing? Come on, honey, get out here. What are you doing? I know, come on. Come on. Close the door. Did you forget where you were supposed to be? Come on.
I'm not sure.
Come on, sit down.
What time is it?
I don't know because we're live. So anyway, it's probably going on noon.
Oh,
so anyhow,
it's not my terrible tooth.
No, come on, sit down. It's a transition. That's why yesterday was a transition day. You always have troubles on transition days. Come on, sit down. So anyhow, I, as his primary caretaker with him 24/7, significantly noticed a change in his.
Don't say the name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Are we weak or strong?
We're strong.
Sound off. 1,
You're always
2.
strong when you have
off, 3, 4.
faith.
Bring it on down. 1, 2,
and
3,
God
4,
and
1, 2,
you're doing the right
3,
thing
4. That's
behind
what
you.
done.
The truth always prevails. So anyhow, and what they can't stand is that I'm unwinding. We are unwinding their long-term scam.
Yeah, so I hope you blew the whistle because you're gonna maybe We
You
were
hope
told
Ryan-
you're going to be we were told
You
you're
hope-
going to be our Ryan. We were
You
told
hope
that
he
you're
blew the
going to
whistle.
be our star witness. Once we get those depositions going on.
That's at 1:00, so we need to watch our time.
Yeah.
Anyhow, because they're going to be done out
We
there on the
got that.
fairway. And I'm going to give you another view of the fairway, but remember, we're not here for the fairway. They are. We had to, there has to be a give and take, folks.
Yeah. Always
You
gotta-
scratch my back, I got to scratch yours. Okay.
Yeah,
You
my
want
kinda-
golf in my condo for the
Yeah.
meeting spot? Okay.
Yeah.
I can make that happen. So anyhow, back to, I noticed a significant change in Charles's neurological. There was a significant neurological decline
Because
after his head and neck was stepped on. And in December, that's when we even communicated that to his then neurologist. So again, when we say that there's corruption in the medical care field, I can prove it. You've got doctors that'll sign shit for law enforcement. You've got medical professionals, mandated reporters that'll walk away knowing that somebody's blood sugar is like way out of line, their blood pressure's way out of line. They'll do what they're told.
And they got
Why?
judges that
Because the
co-sign
gang
for 'em.
stalkers of the Kern County Sheriff's Department in Killing County, Kern, run everything. It's a racket. It's their long-term scam. And I'm going to put up a picture later of who's running that long-term scam. But I'm sure he even takes orders from a higher up. But anyway, I want to stay on task. So in December, I let the doctor know. The doctor conducted some tests on Charles. And in the middle of one of his tests, I kid you not, this is what happened. Charles did this. Watch.
What the fuck?
And of course, you're not allowed to record in a hospital. You're not allowed to record in a doctor's office. Why? Because shit that goes on that shouldn't be going on goes on. But anyway, Charles's body was profusely covered in sweat, like he had just run a marathon. He's sitting in a chair, for God's sakes. His shirt soaking wet. I tell the doctor, "Oh my God, what's going on?" The doctor whacks him on the side. "Charles!" And then Charles pops out of whatever the hell was going on. Like, he didn't use any smellies. He didn't
It's
call
called the sternum
911.
rub. He missed.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Okay, excuse that F word. I don't cuss very often, especially in my lives. I've never seen anything like that. And I knew something was wrong. Then in January, we go back in again and tell him we're still wanting to know what was that all about. Charles at this point is talking about pain in his neck, differences in his vision, all sorts of symptoms that he was disclosing that we were disclosing in December and in January. Then I think he had another appointment.
It was for my ear doctor because my ears were red.
Yeah, he kept referring him somewhere else. Okay, go see an ear doctor. Go see a psychiatrist.
It's like my orthotic.
This is neurological, okay? It's okay. Anyhow, all I know is in July is when he collapsed at the courthouse. I was inside the courtroom, so I wasn't a part of that. Same symptoms as December. As they're loading him into the ambulance, the lady asked me if I had a preference about hospitals. I didn't know what was going on. Charles's face started to slump on one side. And I asked her, what's going on? His face is... She says, he's presenting with stroke symptoms. We're going to take him to Memorial. They're a primary stroke care center. Great.
Yeah.
I'm hopping in the car. I'm following. I'm there. Charles is out. He's in a coma. He's in an... Oh, no, that was the second time. Hold on. He wasn't in a coma yet. But anyhow, they gave him fluids. They said they were going to do a CT scan. 7 hours later, nothing to see here. They discharged him. Never did a CT scan, even though they're a primary stroke care center. And that's part of being a primary stroke care center. When a patient's brought in presenting with stroke, they're mandated. They didn't do it. They discharged him. Then off we were to Scottsdale, Arizona for the boys with their baseball gig. Charles is in the hotel room listing one way as he walks. All he wanted to do was rest. I had to help him eat. Had some slumping again. They said there was nothing to see here. Said to follow up with his primary. Okay. On our way back, there was one point in the car, and the kids would be able to attest to this, where Charles just popped out of nowhere and became agitated. And there was actually, when we first got to my condo, he was agitated and attempted to wander off. So there were a lot of behaviors going on that Charles just wasn't Charles, because that's not Charles. But anyway, by the time we got back to Bakersfield, he collapsed a third time at my house. Of course we had surveillance, so nobody could pretend that I didn't tell them that all this shit had been happening since he had his head and neck stepped on in July, and then December, and then January, and hence fast forward. Here we are. They did the CT scan.
Right, Ryan?
Charles was in a coma at this point. Charles had suffered a double stroke. And then the doctor he didn't have any answers as to what caused any of this. My cousin, a primary
Shari.
What is she?
A primary
she's
emergency room.
Yeah, she's top notch. She's
RN.
top notch. She's an RN. She knows her shit. She works in emergency. I sent her back Charles's labs. She saw things concerning. She said, demand an LP. I didn't know what the hell an LP was. Anybody know what an LP is? Put it in the comment section. I know what an LP is now, but I want to see if y'all know. Do you do your DD? No, it's not little people, although LP does mean that, but not in this circumstance. It's a medical term. Once they did the LP, Charles had bacterial meningitis. He could have died.
Right. Y'all are going to make great witnesses, right, Ryan?
So that was
if you guys know who Ryan is,
that was in
by all means,
2023.
put it in the comment section. We'll let you know.
That was our 2023 life, okay? 2024, I'm almost there.
Oh.
Hey, come on now. The county's spent millions in their long-term scam.
Tens.
And in their scam of trying to take us down, saying that we're the ones running the fucking scam, when no, folks. We've got the medical evidence, we've got the record, picture, and video evidence of the shit you have done to us.
We've got the
you just can't make this shit up. We've got statements, we've got sworn statements, we've got depositions.
And it's almost payday.
We've got, hold on, I was going to say this. We've got timelines. There was something else.
I don't think those are our people down there. I think those other ones that went off already.
Anyhow, that was our 2023. 2024, Charles is new neurologist, because mind you, after his double stroke and after his physical therapy and back to getting him stationary again, stationary for Charles. Stationary doesn't mean he's perfect like you and I. Stationary means stationary for Charles, where his blood pressure's regulating again. It's not fluctuating. Where his blood sugar, his A1C, his neurological
Nice try.
reactions to certain things is minimized because of the medications that he's on.
Look at me, Alexin. Still standing.
We had to get rid of Dr. Alexin, so we did that.
Get rid of him. He's. We were told he's going to make another great star witness for us.
Well, yes. So we had to change neurologists.
Hey,
this new neurologist decided, never really explained why, to take Charles off 3 medications: Keppra, donazepam, and Keppra, donazepam, and something else. I would have to go back to my records, my record evidence.
And don't think for a minute she got them.
So don't think for a minute I don't have them. I got years of it, folks. How long we've been doing this shit? That's how long I've got it, okay? I've even got it back to Shafter, when they tried to give me the shaft and shafter for a whole year. That was, yeah, my district misappropriating Title I funds. And the superintendent that just retired, Rosa Romero, she was the principal at the time, and she knew damn well all about it. And they kept her ass, and y'all just gave her a handshake, and what a great frickin' superintendent she was. No, she was a liar. She was a cheater. She violated Brown Act. She ripped a notification about a meeting off the wall, failed to post about meetings. Yeah, don't get me started on that shit. So anyhow, in 2024, over a 3-month period, Charles's doctor started
Who was that doctor? He's a quack.
taking him off. Was it still election? I think we did keep election for a while. Oh, yes, that's right. We did. We didn't get rid of him yet. Hold up. I got to bring it all back together. So Charles had his double stroke. We got rid of the first one that hit you. Then we got Alexin. And then Alexin started taking Charles off these medications without telling us why. And then Charles's behaviors and confusions were tenfold again instead of the minimum. I mean, it's all over the place. We were having some serious issues. He was having seizures that I documented. Doctor kept telling us to wait it out. He had an appointment and he'd be tested and blah, blah, blah. Well, we never made it to that. This is 2024. Remember when I went to jail and Charles was confused. He had an episode. He ran off, and then the cops, Bradford Frizzell and Senior Deputy Smith.
Another great witness.
Another great witnesses they're going to make. Conveniently kept shutting off their audio on their body-worn camera while they were colluding, while they were taking private phone calls.
What were you talking about?
Hey, these are the ones. These are the ones that were spinning donuts down in CRF. They try to get a reaction out of cops, and then when cops react, then they sue us. And we think that's how he ended up in a wheelchair. That was the false and defamatory narrative that was purported. I can assure you, if we were doing donuts, which wouldn't be possible in Ruby with her run flats, wouldn't be very hard to find us and impound that frickin', with her track flats. Wouldn't be very hard to find us and identify us and impound the fucking car.
Yeah.
But yet, that's what that fat bastard purported to his sergeant, or whatever they call those things, Baldy. I'm the one that was chowing on his gum.
Oh, chomping at the bit?
Yeah, he's twacking.
He was twacking.
So anyhow,
bet you he got drug tested, and I'll bet you.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh, it's a qualified immunity.
It's a qualified immunity.
This is how that works. People of qualified immunity. If you get caught on a drug gig and you think your life is over, no. If you're like a teacher, a cop, any of these fucking inbreds, all you have to do is say, I have a drug problem. I need help. What are they going to do? They're going to send you on a year-long vacation, and you're going to get your act together and put you again, and just don't get caught next time, But you get caught again, play the same game. It's the same program. It's kind of like when they tell you at your first child support hearing, you're going to need a private we're going to need a private investigator. I'm going to need $5 more grand, and and then we'll get to the. No, you don't.
That was Horrigan. I gave Horrigan a slam damn dunk, and he acted like he needed another $5 grand and an investigator. Hey, motherfucker, I was the investigator, but I still love you, Horrigan. You did give it back.
Yeah.
Because you got called. You made it right. Yeah, Dreadnought.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, in the end, what it is you just go to your first hearing, you tell the judge, hey, you know what, we just can't agree on anything. I think we would benefit from probably having a court-appointed minors counsel. Now you go from a $5,000 bill, bam, down to a $500 bill each. Well, after a few more hearings, and still don't got anything there, now you want a court investigator. That's where you get the investigator for free.
No, it's not for free. They have to split. You have to split that cost too.
Well, what do they charge?
I don't remember.
How do you know it's for free then if you don't remember?
Honey, because I know there's a charge. Because honey, I don't want to get into it right here because I'd be giving out information that I don't want to give. But trust and believe, it's not free.
Anyway.
And I think it's
gonna be a hell of a lot
$3,000.
cheaper than
I
calling
think
up
it's
the
$3,000.
family lawyer.
I think it's $3,000, and I think it's $1,500 a pop for each
There
side.
you go.
But even with the
Hell of a lot cheaper
$1,500
than
and
that.
even with the $500, $2,000 in each parent, that ain't even one retainer for one damn parent. Think about the money that you're depriving of those children when
Yep.
you go on with that shit for years, because it's a long-term scam.
Yeah, as long as
Don't
you're
tell me
paying-
that you don't notice every time you get to court thinking this is going to be the day.
It's not.
And it's not, because it's going to be continued.
Y'all know what we're
Or there's
talking
going to be a new filing.
Don't
or,
pretend you don't
Yeah,
know.
don't act like you don't know. So
Yeah,
anyway,
we know a cop named
Kilpatrick?
No. What's
We did get that envelope from Kilpatrick.
We got a Cayman, and he's spreading his DNA all over Kern County.
Honey, he just had a baby in June.
You know,
He's
I
a
mean-
new father.
Yeah, well, you know what? He sure as hell wasn't in a hurry to marry her.
Okay.
And
Anyhow.
she's never going to get married by.
So
you're
in
left holding that
2024, Bradford
That
Frizzell, Senior Deputy Smith and crew, because I don't remember all the other ones, but I just remember those two. So
all the-
well,
we can pick them out of the
why?
lineup.
Because the dumbasses had the nerve to come after me with a red flag gun violence restraining order after that. Bradford Frizzell was sporting a little scratch, but he wasn't sporting that scratch when he put me in the back of that car. He was sporting that scratch after he unlawfully started looting through Charles's property, taking advantage of the fact that he knew there was a power of attorney. He knew that there was a question as to Charles's mentation, that even the judge, the commissioner, in that red flag gun violence restraining order pointed out that she saw the video and had concerns. What's that tell you? That the sheriff's department is running a scam and they get away with it until they come across people like us.
You know what? I've lived in Kern County for over 30 years. And I have never once got an envelope. Well, it's with interest now. Now we're talking plus interest over 30 years.
So
You know what? The balls of you motherfuckers.
So they failed to institute the MET team, which is the team that they're supposed to bring in when there's situations like what we had going on with Charles back in 2024. And, well, follow that journey. That was in 2024. Now fast forward to 2025, when I have a substandard repairman, a dishwasher, for the third time enter my house, still unable to fix the dishwasher, walk off the job, forget his phone, not once but twice, because yes, folks, that was the second time on that third visit. That wasn't the first time he forgot his phone behind. First time I had to chase him out. Hey, your phone! Of course, he was vaping on the property, and without smelling, I don't know what he was vaping, but obviously it interfered with his ability to recall the short-term memory where to put my phone.
And his shortcomings.
But anyhow, this last time,
But
he
again,
dipped and he called law enforcement and said Charles stole his phone. And the cops jumped. The deputies jumped on that opportunity.
He's a
They
star.
saw it was us.
He's a star witness. Out of all of our
Saw it was
stars.
us. And instead of coming to the door, okay, you got this guy that said he was lawfully in our home and that he left his phone there, because if he didn't tell you that, then he's lying.
We're gonna
And
do a
that's
nighttime takedown.
that's filing a false police report, my man.
That's gonna
Okay?
cost the county
But instead of
millions.
coming to our house and asking, hey, this is the story we're being told. Yeah, he was here working. Unfortunately, he still didn't fix the
Just that
dishwasher.
episode alone is going to cost them.
Yeah, you tried to set us
millions.
up. Set us the hell
After
up.
they pay
Using
us
that
our
off the books
millions.
confidential informant dishwasher repairman, because he
Yep.
was no dishwasher
He was in
repairman.
there fucking around.
Okay. And now you're going to try to make a meal out of this one too, huh? With the malicious prosecution of vandalism and receiving stolen property. How did Charles receive? Did that guy steal that phone? What's on that
Who
phone?
was it on KGET? The old man said about you was Shafter. Sources close to the
Investigation
investigation.
said it was in the millions.
The millions. We passed that 3 years ago.
They passed that.
No, they. We passed in the millions.
Oh yeah,
3 years ago.
Yeah, that is true. Charles,
We got
right.
3 years.
No, 4.2.
4.2 years
of ongoing gang stalking using,
Yeah.
and I want to bring that point up one more time because again,
Authority in your bag.
now you can see full-time circle. Now you can see why we're here.
Yep.
We're meeting with investigators.
Well, don't tell them what their positions are.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And I'm not even telling you what agencies they're with.
No.
Agencies, plural,
No.
because
They couldn't. They might not be with an agency. They might be a nonprofit because we got a
okay, that's still an
range.
agency. That's still an agency, nonprofit or not.
.org. No, an agency is like law enforcement or.
I beg to differ, sir.
No, I'm right. I'll be
They
a
started
huckleberry.
a game
I'll
they
be a huckleberry.
never wanted to finish.
It's called
Play for
the Sheriff's
Blood, remember?
Department's a .org.
I was just fooling about. I wasn't. And this time, it's legal. Say
What are you
when.
talking
Those who know, know. All right.
Oh yeah.
Anyhow, they've used every agency to come after us.
Yep.
DMV.
Hey Cayman, how are you going to hide that bastard
BPD.
child of yours?
CHP tagging my trailer. Kern County Code Enforcement. Kern County Code Compliance.
You're going to beat
The
that mother?
California Bar Association.
You're going to slap around the baby's mother?
The Los Angeles Department of Alcohol, Tobacco,
gonna
and
allow it.
Firearms. These are all the agencies
I thought you were talking about
that we have been turned into to be gang stalked
Oh yeah. It's a
by the Kern County District Attorney's Office, Kern County Sheriff's Department, Cynthia Jane Franks Finger Zimmer, who made the Muffin Man's charges disappear, that we would have never known about if it weren't for the fact that I was assaulted and then you tried to put him in jail. See, like I said, we just don't randomly go out and vet our neighbors.
Well, when one of our people down there gets to vetting, gets to investigating more, and now collaboration, I can tell you right now. What were you just talking about?
Oh, about the gang stalking, all the agencies that they've used to try to bury us in paperwork, extort money from us.
Who's the old fat ass? His wife is on the bench now. Who's old fat ass that criminal lawyer that says, "Give me $8,000 and
Oh,
boom, that'll disappear like that."
Humphrey?
Humphreys, yeah, Humphreys,
Kyle.
Kyle Humphreys. I'm just gonna say, somebody down there is a forensic investigator. That's all you need to know. There you go, Humphreys. You're a good old boy. You're gonna go down hard. And I'm sure your wife's just as dirty.
Colette?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah, you know
she was my criminal law professor in law school. And you know, I'd run circles
Well,
around her raggedy ass back then.
Somebody down there, you can't. We know.
She
you
was
can't
told
see.
she was told that there was corruption going on downtown, and just like
Oh, went over to Kyle and said,
well,
"What are you going to do about him?" Don't give me a
just
grand, I'll
like
make it
Judge
disappear.
Judith Dolchik.
Once you get audited,
They all said there's nothing to see here.
Kyle. Well, once you get audited by our people, we'll see if there's really nothing to see there. It's in the millions, Kyle.